Dance Your Heart on Fire podcast, episode number 50. The third highlight is going to tie into my love languages. If you guys don't know, listening to the podcast, my top love languages are physical touch and words of affirmation. And the feedback, the literal flood of feedback and videos and posts and comments and people sending me messages and things like that I got after the festival was amazing. Like, I've never received that quantity of words of affirmation ever in my life. So this festival this weekend has definitely been one of the biggest accomplishments of my life, and it's something that I'm really, really, really proud of. And I could not have asked for better feedback after the festival. And I think it's just really, really awesome to kind of see all the posts that I have with Kids Connection, my Facebook group, with the podcast, with the questions that I ask, and just kind of fostering the community in that way. It's been really, really awesome to kind of see all that, plus the organizing, the teaching, and all that kind of stuff, plus the festival, all lead up to the outpour of words of affirmation that we receive. That's definitely something I really, really appreciate, and I'm really, really grateful for, because I've never had that much support or love shown to me for something that I've done in my entire life. So that was really, really something to witness and kind of accept, and really allow myself to be proud of myself, and allow people to kind of show their love and support and care and things like that. Has been really, really awesome.
Welcome to the Dance Your Heart on Fire podcast, the podcast dedicated to inspiring dancers worldwide whose hearts have been touched by music and dance. The universal language of dance and music is spoken by many of us throughout the world. We want to motivate the dancer in you by sharing stories, insights, and ideas to enhance your journey. Join us now with your host, Charles Ogar.
Hello, everyone. This is Charles with the Dance Your Heart on Fire podcast, and we're coming at you with episode number 50. And with this 50th episode of the podcast, I definitely want to thank you guys for listening through all the episodes. I apologize for the absence that I've had over the course of July this year, but we just had a really amazing third annual Neo Kizomba Festival here in 2017, and that took up a lot of my mental bandwidth. But now that that's over, we're getting ready for the Unleash Your Tour with Ronnie, but we're going to get things back onto their normal schedule, and this podcast every Wednesday will be something that I'll be focusing on again, and we're going to talk about that with the podcast as we recap the Neo Kiz Fest 2017 and the amazing time that we had July 21st to the 24th for sure. If you guys are listening and this is one of your first podcasts, I am the organizer of the third annual Neo Kizomba Festival, and it's been a labor of love to work through it for the last 3 years. And now this year, to kind of see the success that we have, I definitely want to give a recap, just like we did last year. I'll include the recap to last year's festival in the show notes of this particular podcast. But with this particular podcast, I definitely want to give a little bit of the history of the festival and urban kids growing here in North America, the artists that we had this year, the number of attendees compared to last year, my top 3 highlights of the festival this year, and a couple of quick shout outs to the people that definitely made this festival possible this year, and let you guys know what we have upcoming for Neo Kiz Fest 2018, which will be our 4th annual festival happening in July of next year. The date is still to be determined because we're definitely going to need a bigger venue, but definitely good challenges to have to accommodate the ever-growing attendance of the festival. All right, so a little bit of the history of the Neo Kizomba Festival that we have. The festival here is one of the only festivals as of July 2017 that is dedicating 100% of its artists, or not 100%, but a high majority of it, to the growth and popularity of urban Kizomba, which has definitely been my standpoint since the beginning of me starting Neo Kizomba here in North America. The first year, we just had the couple of Laurent and Adeline at the festival, as well as some local instructors. The second year, we had Felician and Isabel. We had Laurent and Adeline. We had Anna and some other local instructors teaching there, Marietta and Aaron. And this year, the artists that we had were Jojo and Michaela, Laurent and Adeline, Anna Labon, Ronnie Soleil, Audie and Pamela, and myself with Marta Mignone to teach at the festival. And it's been really, really awesome to kind of see the growth from the artists that we had over the years. And I want to give a shout out to those artists who have been a part of the festival and kind of sharing their passion, their wisdom and knowledge and energy to kind of make this particular festival a special festival and something that's different from everything else that we have in the U.S. currently, you know. Urban Kizomba has definitely received a stamp of approval, of legitimacy, of like, we are here and it's not just some kind of fad, you know. And this really correlates exactly with the popularity of urban Kizomba in Europe. And it's just been a gap of the popularity of urban Kizomba in Europe and the popularity of urban Kizomba in the US. And it was really, really awesome to finally have a festival to kind of give urban Kizomba its due justice for a festival. And of course, I could not have done this event by myself, but it has been a lot of hard work over the past 3 years of traveling almost every weekend to a lot of different cities, to training instructors, to putting on events and organizing and promoting and things like that. Like, it wasn't just something that happened over the blue. It's been a lot of hard work to build up to what we have just experienced here for the festival this year. And just to give you guys a snapshot of the attendance, the first year when we had the festival, it was just a little over 100 attendees. The second year, we were able to double the attendance and we had a little bit over 250 attendees. And this year, yet again, we're able to almost double it with over 450 attendees this year. And it was really, really amazing to see everybody, because I have not seen a dance floor that packed in North America for Kizomba as you would see in Europe. You know, like, it's still on a smaller scale compared to European festivals, but for urban Kizomba in North America, it was definitely a huge milestone. And like I said, I cannot take all the credit by myself. There was a lot of people, there was a support team that I had this year that kind of helped make that possible. But just to see the growth year after year so far with third annual Neo Kizomba Festival has been really, really awesome. And so if you're listening to this and you attended the festival, thank you. We included the surveys, and if you filled out the surveys, I definitely appreciate it. If you attended the festival this year and you haven't filled out the survey, I want to hear from you. If you go to neokizfest.com and click on the big red button there, you will see the link to fill out the survey, and we're definitely we have over 150 entries so far, and everybody that submits the survey will get some free urban Kizomba music, and I will select 3 lucky winners to win full passes to Neo Kiz Fest 2018 next year, July 2018. Yeah. Let's take a quick moment to thank our sponsors. Have you been looking to level up your Kizomba, but you don't have the local instructors to take you there? Are you looking for something concrete to practice with your Kizomba partner? Or are you looking for Kizomba lessons that you can take on your schedule and the comfort of your home? If you answered yes to any of these questions, look no further. LearnToKids.com is what you need. Progressive, step-by-step lessons that you can take at your pace in the comfort of your home or anywhere with a solid internet connection on your PC, Mac, or any smartphone. New videos are added every month. You can try this awesome resource out 30 days free at LearnToKids.com/podcast. After the 30 days free is only a low $15 per month. But again, the special offer for the Dance Your Heart on Fire listeners, 30 days free at LearnToKids.com/podcast. You won't find this offer anywhere else. LearnToKids.com/podcast. And now back to our show. All right, so let's go ahead and move along to my top 3 highlights of the festival. There are many, many highlights of the festival that made it really, really awesome. But looking back at it now, I'm kind of like getting goosebumps and smiling. And it's really hard to choose the top 3. But the ones that meant the most to me over the course of just not this festival, but the course of my Kizomba career, if you will. Number 1 was definitely having my mom and my family present at the festival. It's been 3 years since I decided to become a quote unquote dancepreneur and really follow my heart and my passion and make that my full-time living. And the festival was a result of me making that decision. So I'm glad that my mom, Ushama, Okoli, and Ipe were all able to come to the festival. The oldest of 8. So not all my brothers and sisters came, but some of them came, and they were really, really proud to see me organize the festival and see all the people that came here. My mom was able to take some of the classes and help out with the volunteering and stuff like that. So it was really, really awesome to have them present and have my actual family now kind of unite with my dance family that I built over the years since I've been dedicating so much time to Kizomba. Highlight number 2 definitely has to be the Show Your Style that we had at the festival. OMG, it was really, really, really awesome. I'm going to include a clip of the ending when Martha and I did the choreo at the end of the Show Your Style. It was a really, really crazy moment. I'm not going to share the choreo just yet because Laurent is going to be editing it and getting that ready for you guys. If you guys haven't signed up for the Neo Kiz VIP email list, you can do that on the show notes of this page. On the right-hand side, you'll see a column there, and that will definitely be emailed out and put on Facebook once it goes live. And that was really, really awesome to have some of the best urban Kizomba dancers that we have in the country participate in that, and just to see the energy, and it was really, really awesome to have that. So also thank you to Marta for helping me do the choreo and teach the choreo at the festival. I really, really appreciate it. And it was awesome to dance with you there. And the reaction that we got at the end was amazing. And that'll be something that I will not forget for sure. The third highlight is going to tie into my love languages. If you guys don't know, listening to the podcast, my top love languages are physical touch and words of affirmation. And the feedback, the literal flood of feedback and videos and posts and comments and people sending me messages and things like that I got after the festival was amazing. Like, I've never received that quantity of words of affirmation ever in my life. So this festival this weekend has definitely been one of the biggest accomplishments of my life, and it's something that I'm really, really, really proud of. And I could not have asked for better feedback after the festival. And I think it's just really, really awesome to kind of see all the posts that I have with Kids Connection, my Facebook group, with the podcast, with the questions that I ask, and just kind of fostering the community in that way. It's been really, really awesome to kind of see all that, plus the organizing, the teaching, and all that kind of stuff, plus the festival, all lead up to the outpour of words of affirmation that we received. That's definitely something I really, really appreciate, and I'm really, really grateful for, because I've never had that much support or love shown to me for something that I've done in my entire life. So that was really, really something to witness and kind of accept, and really allow myself to be proud of myself, and allow people to kind of show their love and support and care and things like that has been really, really awesome. And so those are my top 3 highlights for the festival myself. It was really, really awesome to have all the artists. The social dance floor was packed. Thank you to DJ Mojo out of the Bay Area from San Francisco. His sets were fire. Thank you to DJ Snakes for coming out and DJing for us there. Thank you to DJ Arca from the Midwest, Columbus, Ohio, for coming out and helping out DJing as well. We really, really appreciate it, because without you guys, the festival wouldn't have happened or wouldn't have been fire, because the social dance aspect was such a huge aspect of it, you know. I really loving all the feedback that we're getting from the festival thus far this year, and it's awesome to see everybody pull together and make a really special weekend, you know. I mentioned before that I did not do this festival all alone. There were a lot of people that stood up and supported me. I made a thank you video to kind of thank everybody there, so I won't go through all the list of everybody that came through, but I definitely want to give a shout out to the admin queens, which consist of Rena from Vancouver, Cindy from Oklahoma, Pamela from here in Texas, and Lola, also California, but she's definitely a Texas girl. They pulled their weight and then some in so many ways to kind of help support the festival. Lola's been really influential in the support of Neo Kizomba over the years, and Neo Kizomba would not be where it's at today without her, for sure. These ladies volunteered and put in a lot of work before the festival. They put in so much work during the festival, and they got a lot of recognition for it as well. And I'm glad that they were able to get that recognition, because they deserve all of it, and they made the event possible, because I wasn't able to do it by myself by any means of the imagination. So thank you to my admin queens. I'm looking forward to working with you ladies again to make 2018 even better. I wanted to give a shout out to Laurent for bringing the Show Your Style to Neo Kizomba and for being at the festival each year, and he's seen the growth as well. So it's really awesome to kind of grow with him in our kind of dancepreneur journey. I wanted to give a shout out to Martha for teaching an amazing lady styling class, for spending some time with me before the festival and things like that. Appreciate all your support as well. And it's been really, really an amazing time. I think it was really an awesome win, an awesome milestone for the growth of urban Kizomba in North America. And so that's why I wanted to dedicate this week's podcast to that. I wanted to give a shout out to Elise for giving one of her shows a dedication to Neo Kiz Fest. I'll put a link of the show notes there as well. I got a chance to be interviewed by Laurent about the festival and the growth of urban Kizomba in North America. I'll also put that link in the show notes as well. And just to let you guys know, before we kind of wrap up the podcast here, the plans that we have for the Neo Kiz Fest 2018, our 4th edition. We've already announced our first headliners, which is going to be Saber and Majuline. And they've been really, really awesome. I got a chance to learn from them in Paris while I was there, and they're really awesome instructors and they're really awesome dancers and really cool people. So I'm glad that we'll be able to bring them for the first time to the US. So they'll be there, Saber and Majuline. If you haven't seen them in action, there are going to be some demo videos of them in the show notes. And we have our Believers passes available right now. So it's at the lowest price right now, $85 plus the Eventbrite fee. You can definitely grab that by going to neokizfest.com. You'll see the yellow button to grab your Believers passes before they increase. And just for the people who are unsure if they're going to be able to make the event this year and things like that, the passes are 100% transferable. So there's no reason to hesitate and not take advantage of the low price. If you search hashtag NeoKizFest 2017 and just take a look at all the videos and the posts and the pictures and things like that, it's been really, really, really awesome. I'm going to share a link to the photos from the photographers that we've had. We had Mitch, we had Mark from New York, and we had Michael from San Antonio, all taking pictures and videos of the festival this year. I'm going to put them all in one place. on the website at neokizfest.com. You'll see photos up in the menu for the photos this year. And yeah, it's been really, really awesome to see the growth and see how far I've come, to see the growth of the community and things like that, because it's kind of been a labor of love. And this is the reason why I'm doing the podcast, the Facebook group, the teaching, the events and things like that. And so now there's a platform being built that's being helped pull up the community as a whole. So I'm very grateful to have played an influential part in all of this. And I'm very grateful for everybody who has supported me in the past, who's supporting me now, and will support me in the future. There's definitely a lot of gratitude in my heart. And I will see you guys in next week's podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate your support, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for checking out the Dance Your Heart on Fire podcast today. Be sure to check out neokizomba.com for links to everything that we chatted about today, as well as some awesome free resources to enhance your Kizomba journey.